Formula One arrives at the Circuit of the Americas, and the timing couldn't be more dramatic. Austin has always been a stage for excitement, an uphill charge into Turn 1, a 3.4-mile circuit built for bold driving, and a crowd that loves surprises. But this time, the stakes are much higher. McLaren's drivers, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, are no longer just teammates, they're rivals, separated by 22 points, tense radio moments, and the memory of a collision that still lingers. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen, the reigning four-time world champion, is quietly waiting, ready to take advantage if McLaren slips up. With 199 points still available, Red Bull's recent progress could turn this late-season battle into one of the most unpredictable title fights in years. Add to that a sprint format and the intense Texas heat, and you have a weekend built for both brilliance and trouble. Before we dive into the full story, make sure to subscribe because this weekend in Austin could be the turning point of the 2025 season, and you'll want to understand exactly how it unfolds. The United States Grand Prix isn't just another race. It's a weekend where pressure, performance, and strategy collide. This is a sprint weekend at Circuit of the Americas, a format that increases the tension, shortens preparation time, and pushes drivers to their limits. Teams will have only 1 hour of practice before heading straight into qualifying. That means every wrong call, every setup mistake, and every small misjudgment could shape the entire weekend. And with 33-degree heat, challenging tyres, and a McLaren team under growing pressure, this Grand Prix could completely reshape the championship picture. For McLaren, Austin feels like a defining moment. The calm teamwork that once powered their comeback has started to crack. After that first-lap clash in Singapore between Piastri and Norris, the team's old papaya rules designed to avoid internal trouble were quietly dropped. Now, both drivers are free to race. In theory, that's fair. In reality, it's risky. With Piastri leading by 22 points and Norris determined to close the gap, every corner matters. Every overtake feels like a statement. Behind the scenes, the situation is just as tense. Oscar's manager, Mark Webber, is said to be asking for clarity about team priorities, while some reports suggest other teams might be watching the situation closely. It's a reminder of how quickly pressure can spread in Formula One, both on and off the track. The sprint format only adds to the intensity. With qualifying on Friday, a sprint shootout on Saturday morning, the sprint race that afternoon, and the Grand Prix on Sunday, Piastri and Norris will face each other 4 times in 48 hours. 4 chances to prove themselves. 4 chances for friction. In a normal weekend, one mistake can ruin everything. In a sprint weekend, there are 4 chances for things to go wrong, and only 1 opportunity for the team to control the outcome. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen is quietly watching from 3rd in the standings. He may be 63 points behind, but with so many points still available, he's not out of it yet. Red Bull's recent updates have brought the car back into strong form. Verstappen might not have McLaren's single-lap speed, but his consistency and race management are second to none. He doesn't need to win every race, he just needs to stay close while others make mistakes. Piastri and Norris are still learning how to fight for a full-season championship, while Verstappen's experience gives him an edge. He knows how to stay calm under pressure and how to make opportunities count when others slip. Then there's the Texas heat, a silent but powerful factor. With track temperatures exceeding 50 degrees Celsius, tire wear will be severe. Teams will need to decide between a safe 2-stop strategy or a risky 1-stop run. A single timing error during pit stops could change the entire outcome. COTA's layout adds even more drama. The uphill dash into Turn 1 creates one of the most thrilling starts in Formula One. Drivers often go side by side through that first corner, and small misjudgments can have big consequences. If the 2 McLarens end up wheel to wheel there, that moment could define their relationship for the rest of the season. For team leaders Andrea Stella and Zak Brown, this is a huge test of management. Stella has emphasized that both drivers have equal freedom to race, but that freedom comes with pressure. McLaren already holds the Constructors' title, but now it's about who leads the Drivers' Championship and how the team handles that battle. Their ideal outcome is simple: both cars finish cleanly and the title fight continues into Mexico. But Formula One rarely follows the script. Piastri must defend his lead without becoming too cautious, while Norris needs to prove his ability to handle pressure and deliver when it counts. Every move will be judged. Brown knows what's at stake: one mistake, one clash, one ill-timed defensive move, and Verstappen will be right back, in the title fight. The team's ideal scenario is simple. Both cars finish cleanly, Piastri maintains his lead, and the championship tension rolls into Mexico. Piastri enters the weekend with the challenge of defending his lead while proving he's worthy of being McLaren's future focus. He can't afford errors, yet he must still race assertively enough to avoid being overshadowed. Norris, on the other hand, faces a different kind of pressure to deliver results that justify his long-standing reputation as McLaren's star. The British media scrutiny adds another layer, framing every mistake as a referendum on whether he can handle the weight of expectation. Then there's the sprint itself, 19 laps of pure intensity. It's short, ruthless, and packed with championship implications. Drivers push harder, knowing there's little time to recover if things go wrong. A single misstep here could set the emotional tone for the entire weekend. If Norris beats Piastri cleanly, it reignites hope. If Piastri dominates again, it deepens the rift. But if either makes contact, the fallout could define the final stretch of 2025.